one lap at a time. 24 hours to climb. Shaun setting fuel, Ameer's checking tires. I'm just here trying to tame the fire. Not real cars, tell that to my hands. Shaking like I'm on the grid at Le Mans. Breathe in, one blink, countdown's on. Been training all week, now the doubt is gone. Shaun's on stints, 1 and 3's ice cold mind. Ameer's taking night shift, third eye blind. I'm just watching the split, my heart in the loop. This ain't just pixels, this is my truth. Pits map tight, strat set clean, but you can't script chaos in a 24 dream.
No break to the soul, no pause when it hurts. You either die at the wheel or you live in the dirt. Don't close your eyes, the storm has begun. Hold on tight, here comes the ride.
This is the moment, this is the fight. Whoa. One shot, one chance, one endless night. Shaun on the left and Ameer on the line. We bleed through the ring just to cross that sign. No fear, no breaks, no giving in. We were born to burn, we were built to win.
So light it up and trust the climb. We're chasing glory, one lap at a time.
Green flag drops, we launch like rage. Lunging in tight on turn 3 stage. Traffic in chaos, brake light rain. Half a second wide and you kiss the pain. But Shaun's like steel cold calculated. Slips through gaps like time's been faded. Ameer calls fuel, voice clear in the dark. While I'm battling thoughts in a high-speed pole. My wrist cramps, I clench. Shoulders gone stiff, but I ain't quitting now. Nah, I live for this shift. This is the pressure, this is the grind. One shot, one road, one chance. Yo, this wheel's my weapon, this chair's my stage. Shaun's at the wheel and Ameer's uncaged. We don't sleep, we reload, refocus. Every lap's truth, every corner's opus. Pit crew blood, adrenaline drip. Reset my soul with every grip. Don't need fame, don't want fake cheers. I race through fire, I face my fears.
Don't you break when the silence grows. Don't you blink when the red light goes. You better lose yourself in the light of the zone. One chance to rise, one line to own. The rig, the rush, the world you know. You only get one shot, so bring it home, bring it home.
Can't pause this pain, can't mute my name. I don't play for fun, I race through flame. Disconnected, now I'm mind dialed in. While they scroll feeds, I go for the win. This ain't fake, this ain't pretend. It's me plus my brothers, lap to the end. Got fuel in my blood, I burn through doubt. And if I crash, I'll crawl it out.
Don't let go, let the engine cry. Even ghosts can learn to fly. You better lose yourself in the moment alone. Every lap you run carves you in stone. One crew, one fight, one path unknown. You only get one shot, so bring it home, bring it home. They won't see the sweat inside your soul, but this is your road, your rig, your control. So light it up, don't fade away. This is your legacy, this is your race. You better lose yourself in the rhythm and roar. This is your fire, you are so much more. Shaun and Ameer, we were born to drive. We don't just race, we come alive. So light the night and claim your throne. You only get one shot, so bring it home, bring it home.
Good morning, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Sean Cole. That's Ameer Assad. And we are together again for another edition of the Pit Stop, where we're just here hanging out on a Friday. I'm having a little bit of coffee. It's still morning time for me.
I'm drinking my usual drink. Yep, nice little Coke with the fancy lid that Tom likes.
Nighttime for you. And
It is.
A good day to everybody out there. How's that?
Yeah, nice day. Hope everybody's having a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, great night, wherever you are in the world. And thanks for tuning in to watch us talk about the news and chat with all you guys.
I am having a great morning, but what led up to it is I'm having a great week. This week I've been back in the trenches, all sorts of great things going on. I'm going to start posting some pictures later on our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Tom Jones!
Wow, is very nice.
Look at that
The
guy.
mankini for Tom Jones. Am I on the Ultra? Ultra what? Ultra what, Tom? I have a couple ultras. No, it's a
Are
funny
you feeling
word.
ultra?
It's a funny word right now because I have a few things that have the ultra moniker on them. So I'm not sure. Yeah, you're gonna have to be more specific. So yeah, I'm firing on all cylinders. Lots going on here at the scenes. Videos back on the production line again. It just felt like I had such a long break. From being sick for 10 days, Sim Expo, got a little bit of time in to do some work. Mom showing up, I had to rebuild my computer system and install the new computer, and just yesterday we were able to see the first glimpse of it. We'll talk about that in just a second.
I was going to say, I got some comments on that, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I can't wait to hear your comments on it. We're going to just have to let the video roll. Right. We're going to let the video roll, maybe on mute for today's morning audience. I'm not sure if Christian's here, but you never know who's in the background. So we're going to try to keep it PG here. Anyway, you want to get some good mornings out of the way for us, Ameer?
Let's do it, man.
Who's here with us today?
Who do we got? We got Tom Jones, of course. Hi, Tom Jones. We've got Aldous Pudaquist. How's it going, buddy? Yeah. We got Tim Spatial Dragon. We got Sean Pro Sim Racing.
Hey, Sean.
Who else we got? We got Ian Marshall. We've got Dan No Show DiMaggio.
No Show Expo.
No Show Expo DiMaggio. We've got John Hill. Callum, who else we got? Anthony Morano, and Sam Hinchy. Hey, Sam. Yeah, thanks. I'm glad to be back, man.
You know, if I were No Show Expo, and I happen to own that sweet car that he drives around in, I'd have used his. He has like one of those cool A-bars, like the Turbo Miata.
Oh, that little hairdresser car?
Oh my God! How dare you! This is like the Miata, and I don't want to start arguments here, but the Miata, arguably the greatest car ever built. You know what? I'm beyond just like, oh, I love Miatas. The Miata is the greatest car to ever exist, in my opinion. I got data. I got opinions to back that up.
Before we get into this argument, just get another hi out of the way. The Costanza 16, hi buddy, how's it going? And then we got Caitlin Pfeiffer. All right, now we can get back into your thing.
And the Costanza 16, John Hill, Joa's here. All right, Caitlin's here. All right. I saw grass for the first time. I've seen a lot of grass in my time, Andres.
So you're saying the Miata is better than
any car you can throw out. There might be one.
Honda S2000.
Yep, better.
Nissan Skyline, the R32, R33, R34.
Better.
BMW E46,
better.
M3.
Better. I got reasons.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. What's your reasons?
All right. Number one, it's the best balanced car ever made. Right? It's like you can put it on the center point and it just balances on a needle, I've seen it.
Okay.
All right. Number two, it is like the second most reliable car ever made.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's like Camry and then Miata, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I mean, when you got a slow car, it's hard not to be reliable.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I got facts. Yeah, it's better than the 240Z. It is the most raced car on planet Earth.
I'm gonna have to check ChatGPT for that one.
It is. It is. They've been making them forever and a day. Like, that's how good it is, that it's just been in continuous production for all of the time.
Uh-huh.
Like, the first Miata came out before a lot of our audience was born.
Right.
All right. They're a 2-seater convertible. I mean, with front engine, rear wheel drive. That is the ultimate platform. That's the dream, right?
Okay.
It's a mini Cobra. They're easy to modify. They're cheap to maintain. They're easy to get a lot of horsepower out of without even going monster Miata. So yeah, those are my reasons, justifications for saying that the Mazda Miata is the greatest car. I should go to like a public cars and coffee with one of those benches, right? Like a table and a sign saying the Miata is the greatest car ever made. Change my mind. Caitlin, best car ever if you're under 5'5".
Because I was gonna bring that up. I've tried sitting in a Miata. It is not comfortable at all.
And that's what makes the 240Z better. It's built for tall guys, not little guys, by the way.
So yeah, like there's no way I would be able to have fun in a Miata. So for me, that's automatically not the greatest car ever in the world. But I just want to ask, like, how much does Road and Track and Mazda paying you to say that?
Does Road and Track love them as well?
Oh yeah, Road and Track always writes articles about how amazing the Miata is. Yeah.
Joe said, just stop
kind of
Sean
like-
before
kind of like
you
a
lose
joke.
all your subs.
I think it's how Shaun lost his hair is by driving a Miata all the time, in the wind and all that. It's all gone.
You know what? I've never driven a Miata. I've never actually driven a real Miata.
So then, how can you say it's the greatest car ever?
Data, stats.
Data.
Yeah.
All right. Let's agree to disagree then.
There's a period of time. We don't have a lot of news, so today's coffee, sim racing, and chat is going to be very much about just chewing the BS. So if you guys have anything you guys want to talk about, we're open today. So I had a couple of friends who semi-professionally raced motorcycles. And I was at a phase where I was really considering buying myself a track car. Just a car that I could like tow with a simple truck and take to the track just for track days. And I was going to build it up so it wasn't going to really be street legal, although it probably could be. But it was going to just be my fun track car. And I was really getting into the concept of building up a Miata for this purpose. And this wasn't lemons. This was just me hot lapping car. And my motorcycle friends just came up to me and were like so adamantly against it. And their whole thing was like, dude, it's going to take you with your like skill and amount of laps you have in other cars, like 10 minutes to know the boundaries of that car. And then what do? Like, there's nothing more, like, all you can do is, like, maintain this 100th of a second perfection and then fix what you break. But, like, it's going to max out on fun. Anyway, I ended up not buying any. They were urging me to buy a track bike, saying, you know, the sky's the limit as far as, you know, fun happens afterwards. So, all right. Well, I like racing Miatas and sim.
I mean, you have a Miata steering wheel.
Damn right. All right, so I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Tom Jones. He's saying you're the Miata of sim tubers.
The
I don't know if it's
most
a good thing or a bad thing.
The most raced car on Sunday. Every Sunday. No, it's just Mazdas across the board, but I think it's.
I mean, that's the only reason. That's the only reason because SCCA uses the Miata for spec racing.
Because it's the greatest race car platform ever made.
It's the cheapest to maintain. Let's go with that.
I think there might be cheaper. Bang for the buck.
so.
It's not cheap. It's bang for the buck. Right?
Okay, I mean, overall, like cost-wise, I'd say it's probably like on the lower end. Like if you compare it, I mean, to what is the other race spec series are out there? Like, you know, if you go BMW 320i or the Mustang or I'm trying to think of all the other spec races that are out there. But I mean, like those two, I mean, I think the Miata would come out, you know, way on the low end of how much it costs to get into racing.
Yeah.
Because you just need You just need to put a roll cage in it, and you're good to go.
Well, just think like an S2000, which will blow a Miata off the track, right? I mean, there's like no comparing the two cars, like, but it would cost a fortune to run an S2000.
Yeah.
You know, the buy-in initially, the tire wear, the breakage of parts because of the difference in horsepower and weight.
Yeah.
I think the S2000 is relatively heavy for what it is. And a Miata can be extremely lightened.
Yeah.
So okay. Well, I don't have the money for a Miata, so it's sort of a moo point. Okay, Andrus listens. What is the best car for a 4-person road trip? 2 Miatas? That's funny. All right.
Get a Fiata, Sean. There you go.
A Fiata. Oh, that's how he got on it. Because, sorry, Dan. Sorry to bust you, but I follow my friends on Facebook, and sometimes I live vicariously through their lives. And you have one of those, I forget what they call the A-Barth version of the Miata. But it is such
it's a Fiat Abarth, yeah.
Yeah. Man, that car is awesome. Like, they made just enough styling changes to make it, like, no longer a hairdresser car. I'll give you that, by the way. I'll give you the reputation of the MacGyver hairdresser, car. But, yeah, that car looks so much better. And I think they have substantially more horsepower as well. I think their turbo version, and, I think they're turbo. Dan, can you confirm or deny such a thing? Not that you want anyone to know. I don't know if that's that's public. You're public. You're public and on Facebook, man. This is just open conversation, buddy. All right.
And don't forget, Tom. Don't ever forget that Hector had 3 Hondas with spoon engines. I mean, that's a way bigger fact than the S2000 beating Jesse's Volkswagen.
A spoon engine costs more than a Miata. Tom Jones. I guess later today, Sean will be doing Max Graphics Miata driving on iRacing. Well, I want to do another episode of Steal My iRating. It's been really slow process catching up on work and getting the new rig. And anybody who tuned in for the rally. All right, let's get it here. Since we're talking rally, I'm going to move into the Simpit stuff, starting with yesterday's rally. Yesterday was the first official. It's been really slow process. That's us, literally right now. That's not what I want.
When Donald Trump's agents threw me to the ground, they were.
I don't want to hear this shit. Oh, we were keeping it PG. I'm sorry. Well, Christian hasn't.
Yeah, dude, this is a show. We keep it PG.
Christian hasn't showed up yet, or at least has not appeared. So
look, we got to think about Tom Jones, man. He's a gentle, peaceful soul.
I'm sorry, Tom Jones.
Yeah.
How come I can't skip these ads? Maybe one of these days I'm gonna have to pay for.
It's because you're not using YouTube Premium.
Let's not go there. All right, so here I'm just gonna fast forward to the rally, so we get some rally moments. So yesterday was the first time I actually was able to stream in my racing. It was actually only the first. I've only driven a certain amount. So I wanted the pit crew to experience the moment with me. It was such a big deal installing this built PC, getting it up and running, and just going through the new graphics era for myself. So it was such a big deal. I wanted the pit crew involved. So all I did in advance of the rally was I fired up EA WRC. I turned the graphics to ultra high, whatever the highest you could absolutely do. I confirmed that my wheel was working, and then I exited the game waiting for the stream. Because I didn't want to see too much. I wanted to, because they've been struggling along with me for years.
Right.
So anyway, I fired it up and they got to see. Well, this led to problems. Turns out Ultra Graphics, my machine would run, but that game doesn't seem to run Ultra Graphics very well. So you actually have to turn it down to get it to just run properly. So we did some graphical changes, but unfortunately, I had my wheel settings all messed up. So I was very uncomfortable for the whole rally and just had massive oversteer and I was not optimized. But look at the graphics. Anybody who's watched previous streams, you've never seen this much growth on the ground. I couldn't see apexes. Oh, Christian's here. Best behavior. Sorry, Tom. But yeah, I was all out of sorts. I was so distracted by all the graphics, the amount of trees, the foliage. There are people, I ran someone over for the first time ever in this game. I've driven like 4 or 5 seasons of our rally, and I have never driven over a human being. And yesterday I did. And anyway, it was a terrible rally by me. I was a foul-mouthed beast. Actually, that wasn't even me. That's my persona. I don't run these rallies. We bring in, I'd call him the Stig, but it's more like he's the Fig. You know, he kind of sucks. You know, I'm not a big fan of Fig Newton, so yeah, he's the Fig.
Call you Shaun McRae, the cousin of Colin McRae.
Yeah.
Not the good cousin though.
Oh, there's me missing the gate.
I think it's what it was, man. I think all that extra foliage and extra grass just threw you off your game. Like, you were so used to not having anything that you were just like, I don't know how to compute. I don't know how to process all this information.
That was very much going on.
I threw you off your game.
Yeah. And I was trying to listen
you actually
to my
had
spotter.
crowds attending too.
Yeah. It was all a bit. There's one of my oversteer moments. You know, when you play with terrible graphics, it turns off most of the trees, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't realize that, like, if you have the trees off, there are times you can see 2 corners into the track.
Yeah.
With the trees turned off, you don't. It's like the corners are much more narrow, harder to see into. Apexes can be guarded by a simple bush that I might not have seen in the past. It was different. I mean, it's going to take something. I don't want to tell people if they are struggling with WRC to turn off all the trees and foliage because you'll probably be faster.
That's what I was going to say. If you want to run fast in rally, turn everything to ultra low. Yeah.
So anyway, but it was awesome. Here, it's hard to see because also it was nighttime, which like just didn't really like let me really see. Oh, there I am driving off into a ditch. It was a terrible rally. Oh, it was one of the worst ever. We'll get the results at the end of the show. So anyway, the new PC's up and running. I have driven some iRacing, but I haven't done enough. So I have to like really make sure I get it optimized. And then I definitely want to jump on another Steal My iRating. And then Sunday we're going to have our league race. So I need to turn some laps and really get acquainted with that car. I've done nothing in preparation. So good luck anyone near me on the track. Knock on wood. I didn't mean to say that. All right. I wasn't rallying. I was sightseeing. That's exactly right, Andres.
I was gonna say Tim made a comment about there's a company that Doff Reality is one of the companies that makes a Magic Box. I guess they do motion for consoles. I haven't heard of them, Tim. I could look into it and see what's going on, but I don't have a console. I just never, with the PC, playing PC games, I just never needed a console. But
it seems like a lot of expense to console race. I mean, I know there's some Gran Turismo fanatics, but
I mean, it would make sense if, I mean, since some of those titles output telemetry, it wouldn't be hard to make motion, make them have motion. Yeah.
That would be cool. I mean, back in the day, Xbox did have to run Tim said you don't need a PC. That's how Xbox used to do that for Forza, like trade shows. They'd have like 2 motion sims, and it's like there were no official outputs for the game. They had to run it through a PC to kind of create such a thing. Total workaround. It worked. So workaround that worked. All right. In addition to the rally video yesterday, we had 2 videos come out this week. First, 4 days ago, the ES2 Fixback Sim Racing seat by Next Level Racing. $4.99. I think that's the exact price, ironically, as my Hypercool seat, which I just reviewed like a couple weeks before that. So 2 new seats, medium high. I mean, $500 is cheaper than most like Sparco seats. Right. But that's still a lot. You know, you can get a $300 seat for sure for sim racing. So, and with it, the new one, even though it's gorgeous and looks like carbon fiber. It's
Right.
hydro dipped, which I kind of like. So
continue. Sorry.
it's a fiberglass shell hydro dipped in a carbon fiber wrap. So it looks like the most spectacular carbon fiber ever, but it's really just a fiberglass. David, a few people called out that it wasn't even me, that was my brother running those stages. Should I bring up the Joa accusation photo?
I gotta send you a video since you're talking about the seat. It's hilarious, man.
All right, this is the accusation I've been dealing with. All right, I'll bring that up in a second here.
No worries.
This is the accusation that it was not, in fact, me rallying, but it was my brother. But there's a side-by-side of the two in question.
Wait, who's who? What?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, and then paste and go. What do we got here? Well, let me do this without... Oh, wait, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it's funny. I figured, like, because, you know, we talk about how the BeamNG guys have fun with their videos and stuff, showcasing things like next level racing. They kind of do the same thing too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so they're showing how strong the seat is.
That's hysterical. Oh, all right.
I mean,
Let's see, where
I don't
were
know
we?
I don't know if I want a guy's jewels that, you know, that close behind my neck, but you know, whatever it is to make sure quality control and everything, you know, quality inspections and everything's being done right, I guess. So,
Well, you know, for me, I was then conflicted, right? I had two like premium level seats, and which do you go with? You know,
Right.
Now, I mean, anybody who knows me knows as far as sim seats go, I'm generally not a fan of fixed back seats. I'm lazy. I'm old. I like if I'm just going to be sitting there chatting, or like during an endurance race when I get out of the car but I'm still sitting in my rig, I might put it one click back just to relieve my back. I like that freedom. And then in the case of the Hypercool with its 6 fans, oh my god, that seat, yeah, that's my seat. So I had to immediately put that seat back on. I had it on for rally as soon as that video was done, and not trying to take anything away from the ES2. It's just different strokes for different folks. I'm not telling you you're right or wrong if you prefer a fixed back racing seat. Like, it's more authentic to the experience, right? But for me, I've made my opinion clear. So, what do you run?
For me, I'm still running the Sparco Circuit 2. So I got that on
A fixed back. I know that
rig.
seat really
The
well.
fixed back. Yeah, you have it too. You had one too.
I've had it. Yeah,
You've had it. I like it. I mean, yeah. I don't know if it's hard to do long stint endurance racing with it now. I mean, you know, I'm kind of getting up there a little bit. So, and then on the test rig, I have the next level ERS 4.
Okay. Yeah. I know that one.
Yeah, the ERS 4.
Is that the one that has the aero mesh fabric?
Yes.
The aero mesh fabric
really
is
like
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps you cool. It's wide. It's comfortable. It's got like really great lumbar support. So yeah, I really enjoy it. Like when I'm just doing testing stuff or doing flight sims, it's on that second rig, and dude, I can sit in that thing all day long, and not have to worry about my back starting to creep up on me. Yeah.
Yeah. Old people problems, indeed, Dan. So, what about you guys out there? Who's on a recliner type chair? Who's on a fixed back chair? Who's unsure?
Oh, I gotta try that X Driver. Yeah, I haven't been on BeamNG in a while, but yeah, I gotta give that a go. If it's a BMW, I gotta give it a go.
Oh, yep. Chris S. claims he might be the oldest at 62.
62.
So what chair are you in? Oldest is in a bucket. Recliner.
Like a like a bucket?
Well,
Or
I
like...
think when I hear bucket, I think of a truck, right?
Oh, I think like a bucket where put it upside down to sit on.
Oh, like like a Home Depot bucket.
Yeah, a Home Depot bucket.
All right, so Tom's in a recliner, sorta seat. Um,
So,
Dan goes back to a recliner as well. Oh, Tom Jones is rating backgrounds. You get a 97.
Oh,
I only get an
really?
85.
I gotta do some cleanup, man. My studio room is a mess, dude. After I was working on the rig yesterday, taking out the front of the motion so I couldn't put on the cubic pivot.
Right?
Oh, which that was, oh my gosh, that was such a pain. Like trying to lift. You've dealt with this problem. Like
yes.
when you're trying to do things to your rig and you've got to do lifting. And like I'm trying to lift the base of the rig, that has the seat on it, that has the wheelbase and everything on it. So like, and while you're trying to slide something underneath, oh my god, dude. Oh, it was such a pain in the ass. So luckily I had cinder blocks. So like I would lift it, slide the cinder block underneath the rig so I can actually mount the pivot system. And then lift it up a little bit, slide the cinder blocks out. Like it kind of made me want to make sure, like, get a jack, or, like
Yeah.
have one of those low-profile car jacks.
Yeah.
So anytime I need to do anything to the rig,
I stack 2x4s often. All right, we got some seat reports here. Dan went recliner, right? Caitlin goes with the real car seat. Chris has at 62. You go with the commode.
Yeah.
Dirge, a BMW E92 passenger seat. I love it.
Super comfy seat. Yeah.
Driver 69 BMW X6.
Oh damn!
Oh shoot, that's like a luxury seat. Yeah.
She's balling.
Chris, another BMW. Look at that, 3 BMW seats in a row. Who's on a fixed back without extra cushions is the real question. Yeah. Tim, junkyard Ford Escape seat, slider and it reclined, love it. All right, Joa going Hyatt. OMP recliner. All right, I'm jealous of that. Ian's on a fixed back. Oh, David might be on an OMP recliner as well. Amir has the purple vibe going.
I changed that after our last pit stop.
But that's good. You're getting compliments. Yeah. You're a 97.
I know. It was that blue. It was blue, but then I changed it to match you.
You have a flattened cat as a cushion. Driver 69 uses a low-profile motorcycle lift for sim rig maintenance. That's smart.
Yeah.
John Deere green. I would have jaundice. If I lit my room in green, I would have jaundice. Or I'd look at that way, Tim. New Holland blue. Same thing. Blue, those are not going to be good. Purple... I'm not a huge purple fan, but I have to tell you, as far as backlighting goes, I find it the most, like, soothing without being annoying. Yeah. When I see red, I'm like, come on, tone it down a little, please.
Right.
It's just, I've tried it, but it just seems so aggressive. Here, you talk about your Pimax. I'm going to see if I can help out my room. Yeah, I got your Pimax video playing.
I mean, I was still... Oh, you do? I was going to talk about more about seats, but I guess we can do that.
Oh, no, go on with seats. I got something to do. You carried things on for... Give me 2 minutes.
All right.
Or
all right,
1.
yeah, go worries. Because I'm trying to catch up. Like, so, yeah, like, who else were we talking about here? We got... I'm just trying to catch up with everybody again. So, Hinch uses the GTO Mega adjustable seat. Who else? David's got the Bucket Sparko QRT. So Dave Co, I think you're the only one using a folding lawn chair. I guess so. Tom's using the IKEA Poang chair years ago. Does a fixed bucket have a narrower base, not a slider, than a car seat? I think Chris, it depends on how you're mounting it. Like usually with a bucket seat, you're mounting it from the side. So you got to have the brackets to mount sideways. And then with just a normal car seat, you're mounting it from the bottom. You've got those mounts on the bottom. Yeah, X-Driver. I've been thinking about getting one of those too. I saw who else is using one of those. Sim Racing Den. He's actually using one of those too to do maintenance on his rig. And after like working on the rig yesterday, I think I need to do the same thing too. Red light means something different to you. I think it means a lot to other people too there, Tim. If you guys have never sat in a seat too, if you don't want to get a sim racing seat, if you go to the junkyard and look at it like a 2015, 2016 Ford Focus ST, and if it has the Recaro seats in it, it has, those seats are phenomenal. Like, they are probably some of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. And like, this is coming from a BMW guy, but if I could, I would swap out their Recaro seats and put them in my car because they're so comfortable. They actually grip you really nice and well too. I've never sat in a seat that was so good and that hugged you well enough. Like, usually there's always a trade-off between like, all right, do you want seats that hug you very, very well and they're not very comfy and they start hurting your back after a while, or do you want to go super luxurious seats where it's got the cooling fans, the heating function, everything like that, but you're still kind of like, it's built for comfort, so you're still like, when you're trying to go a little fast through the corners during a spirited drive, you're still like sliding around all over the place. I feel like the Ford Focus, those Recaro seats, they hit that right balance and everything.
So here's my recommendation, by the way, because all that still sounds pricey to me. Junkyard seats have gone up a lot in recent times, unless they have like some bio contamination, which I don't know if that's the kind of seat I want from a junkyard. Anyway, what I recommend is if you go to like a Home Depot and you get one of those old school pool chairs, it's like a wire mesh and foam cushion. Yeah, you take that home and you just kind of like bend it to the angle it's just right, and then you bend those legs and you just take some zip ties and like attach them to your wood beams of your Deathmobile, and man, you can get a super comfortable chair for like $19.99 at Walmart or Home Depot. So there's where I'm coming from. A beanbag,
like Shaun, and turn a shopping cart into a sim rig.
It didn't have the cushions. I had to come up with my own cushions, and I figured for speed and ease, you just get the complete unit. But yeah, a shopping cart, it's that part that folds in so you can put the carts together. Yeah. With the little baby seat part. We don't use the baby seat. I mean, I know you all great. Joe's gonna meme that now. But no, that thing worked out great. So
yeah. Hi, Strawberry Fields. Hey, how's it going?
Blame sim racers. We've driven up the demand for junkyard seats. Hey, Strawberry Fields, did you just say that?
I did.
I'm echoing you.
You're lagging behind me, buddy. I think you're still trying to process all the graphics from Rally yesterday.
Echo. I am delayed. All right. Well, that's it from us this week, but there is more in the
Pimax
works.
video.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
That's what I had playing the whole time, by the way, when you were talking
about
seats.
I would say the other thing we came out was a Pimax Super review. I actually had time to actually sit down and review it. Like, same thing with Shaun. Like, I released the impressions video before the Sim Gaming Expo. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to get this done. When I come back from the Sim Gaming Expo, I ran into some technical issues, and then I went on vacation. Now, but it kind of worked out too, because I was able to wait for the iRacing update because they were updating their VR and adding foveated view. Because like we've talked about this, Shaun. Like, like we used, let's just say 2 years ago, we used to sit there and joke that you can run iRacing on a potato PC,
right,
and like max everything out on on a 5060 graphics card and you're good to go. Like, but you can't do that anymore.
Sure, I was running on a 2080 Ti, and no one complained about my graphics, including me.
Right.
In triples.
Yeah, and then. So I started using this VR headset, in which iRacing, we've always said is like it's the most friendliest sim title when it comes to VR, but that's not really the case anymore with all their graphical updates and everything like that. So during the impressions, I wasn't having good frame rate issues. Like there was times I would dip into the 40 FPSs and everything like that. So I decided, all right, I'm not going to do my review because iRacing already came out and said they're going to do the VR update. All right, cool. I'm going to wait for that and then see how it goes. And then they did their foveated update, and dude, it ran so nice. I didn't change a single setting from the original. All I did was change it from, normal projection to foveated rendering. Dude,
Foveated.
And solid 90 FPS the whole entire time.
What's up, puppy?
Yeah, so but I was gonna say, yeah, it's a great headset if you're looking at getting into VR. It's a great headset. Yeah, I know, like, I've had people in the comments saying, well, the big screen beyond big screen beyond 2 is better, or some people saying the Pimax is better. Well, it really depends on what you're wanting. Like the Pimax Crystal Super is it's a 90 hertz 4K VR headset, whereas the big screen beyond, yes, super lightweight, easy to put on, put off, and it's not going to stress you out, or like the weight's not going to get to you like a Pimax did, but it runs at a much lower resolution. So it really depends on what you want. So if you want something that's lightweight and it's not going to tire your neck out or start hurting you after a while, then I would go big screen beyond. Or if you want something that runs 4K, you can change out the optical modules, and it's got a lot of nifty adjustments that you can do with it. Automatic IPD. I mean, if you watch the video, so I mean, I'm not going to go into it in too detail.
Yeah, they watched the video.
Right?
Oh, sorry. I'm just
just watch the video, right? Anyways, yeah, but if you're looking to get into VR, we're running. I mean, we have an affiliate now with Pimax too, so you get 3% off. Or if you're looking at upgrading a VR headset, you could trade in your old VR headset and get another bigger discount on your Pimax. Yeah, I'm not telling you to go out and get one, but if you're thinking about getting it, there you go.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Support the show.
Yeah.
There's an unfortunate ad being played by YouTube, which hijacked the chat, as Tom stated.
On.
No, I do not have those kind of issues, fortunately. I got lots of issues, and I've been upfront with a lot of you about them, but that's not one.
I have noticed you're not getting Ukrainian dating ads anymore. So maybe have you changed flavors?
I secretly found my bride. She just hasn't arrived, I guess.
Oh,
they might have just taken my money. I don't know. That's not nice, Joe. That's not what I was doing.
No.
All right, moving on. Big news out of iRacing. Actually, pretty much the only news out of iRacing is the Petit Le Mans. Petit Le Mans is tomorrow, right? Starting tomorrow. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to talk one other thing about iRacing, kind of. Petit Le Mans starts tomorrow. Actually, they start tonight. And then I believe our crew runs the tomorrow morning race. That's our normal time slot. And this is our beautiful car that's going to be driven by Noah Hinton, Johnny Alford, Sam Hinchy, and Mike Pepper. Big shout out to Sam Hinchy.
Yeah.
Our endurance team captain, keeping everything going. Oh, I love the Sim Gaming Expo logo on our ride. We need to do a little update. We could have changed some logos on that baby, but that's all. Hey, we're going to make some announcements probably coming up soon on some changes to logos and things.
Yeah.
Just wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You're the pit crew. You're in the know, kind of. So, yeah, big applause, big shout out. Big good luck to those guys, and have fun.
Yeah.
Petit Le Mans. I'm starting to get. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I don't.
Well,
know.
I gotta pause you.
Yeah.
I gotta pause you. Tom Jones. You're gonna have to go sit in the corner. He rated my paint scheme an 89.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to mute him for like 10 minutes. He's not allowed to comment for 10 minutes.
Hinch redeemed the chat conversation.
Yes, I know.
But I did want to bring up this topic. It's not directly related to iRacing. And this isn't news. I know all of you have heard about it and thought about it. But this whole Max Verstappen and Christopher Lolham at Nordschleife, Nürburgring.
I love it.
This is two people with tremendous sim racing background.
Mm-hmm.
Max Verstappen, I know he's driven this track a handful of times, right? But it's not like it's an F1 track that he goes to every single year. I don't think it's one of his more seasoned tracks, in other words. In a car that, from what I've been told, was not even like a top of class car, just as far as what Emil Frey Racing brought, was not quite as competitive as some of the top cars in that group. And they win the freaking race. I mean, literally one of the best examples ever, in my opinion, of sim racing being the ultimate training platform for real life racing. You know, so what do you guys think? How big of a factor do you think this is in it? I mean, was this sim racing? Was this driving talent? Was it a little of this, a little of that? Was there more at play? Did I miss some of the story because the top 3 cars all burned up and DNF'd?
No, Max dominated from the start, man. I mean, he started, in 3rd place? Within the first lap, he was already in 1st, and by the time he finished his stint, he was like 60-plus seconds ahead of 2nd place. And then same thing with Christopher Lolham, like, not taking away anything from him, but they ended up finishing, over 20 seconds ahead of their competitors.
That's pretty huge.
I mean, when you're 60 seconds ahead, I mean, why push hard anymore, right?
Right.
Just baby the car and bring her home. That's all you got to do. But dude, like, you have Max Verstappen, you have Chris Lolham, you've got Super GT, you've got Jimmy Broadbent. They're doing the Nürburgring racing. You've got Jardier now. He's getting into Clio Cup racing and doing some part-time GT3 racing. You've got James Baldwin. We talked about it during the Sim Game Expo. So many sim racers are becoming real life racers, and they're actually doing, pretty well. And, in years like these guys are winning the race. Dude, I think I'd say within the next 5 to 10 years, like, you have to be a sim racer to be a race car driver. Like, that's going to be like a viable path because, as a sim racer, you're learning how to, be a mechanic, be a crew chief, and a driver all in one in your sim racing journey. Whereas, like, if you're doing it the traditional way, you're not necessarily doing that, especially if you got a lot of money and you just pay. Like, you're there to race and that's it. So I think they might going to have a bigger advantage in the future, man.
By the way, you're not that old. That was some incredibly good name retention there as you listed off some successful sim racers in real life racing. David sent this in. This is what did you? I like your name better. Mazda Verstappen. I'm not sure what he's talking about. But he pokes fun at Max Verstappen, and I don't see much of a look-alikeness to him, though. Certainly not a doppelganger. All right. Anyway.
Right.
All right. So yeah,
I don't think he looks like him at all.
I thought that was pretty impressive overall. Yeah. I mean, and wow. Like, how did his contract allow for that to happen? I thought those guys weren't allowed to like jet ski or like you can't do anything remotely dangerous.
I want to say that's part of his when he re-signed with Red Bull or like stayed with them, because there was that whole period in the beginning of F1 where he's like, ooh, I might stay, I might go to Mercedes, I mean, if he was like, he was in a position where like he really has no chance to win the F1 championship, like, you got to do what you can to keep Max happy.
Right. Yeah, good point. And if that's his demand, I want my life back.
Yeah.
I'll race for you, but I want my life back. Andres, that barely race car, I don't think I call it quite that. That barely race car isn't a Miata for sure. Indeed. So if Max's Max Verstappen's dad was Medium Verstappen, so does that mean that his grandfather's name is Soso Verstappen? Oh, more messages. Hold on. This is a live interactive show.
Right. But then but you also gotta add to it too, like the NLS series where they were racing at. It's more of a gentleman's race series, so like a lot of that weekend, like most of the where it's full of like pro and not pro, but pro am and am drivers. You're considering like the Nürburgring endurance race, like the 24-hour race. Which again, I'm not trying to take away from Max or anything like that. Like where you had most of the top tier drivers, they were in Fuji, racing the 6 hours at Fuji. Like I'd really like to see Max take on the 24 hours next year with all the pro GT3 drivers and see how well he does.
Yeah, wait, Tom, not only did he say that, but he just told me that Ameer's full of S and that he beat the best of the best. So yeah, he's taking a lot of offense. And by the way, it was a typo, but I think our title worked out better. That video that we just watched was actually called Max Verstappen from Timu, right? Because that's proper meme. But I thought ours was actually funnier, Mazda Verstappen, you know? Because you guys love Mazdas, you know, because you guys don't think it's the greatest car ever made. All right. Pro-Am just means not filthy rich.
Well, no, I wouldn't agree with that when it comes to the Nürburgring races. Like they run things like, because I wasn't remember like when Max tried to get his license, like so many people were like, he's a 4-time F1 champion. Like, what does he have to race in a slower spec car to get his license? So like, dude, because it's the Nürburgring, like one little mistake and that's how it works. Like I actually applaud them for enforcing the rules. Not just, hey, oh yeah, you're Max, here you go automatically. Like racing at the Nürburgring is a completely different beast than racing any other racetrack in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Not a big story, but Le Mans Ultimate showing off their online championship season 7. It's here and it's live. 8 weeks of new challenges, new content, and championship race every day of the week. PS now only single attempt World Endurance Championship. So they're getting serious and really pushing on the multiplayer, which is great because that's what they want. Also, a little teaser here coming soon. A new look at the next chapter of our FIA WEC story. And we have this car. Anyone know what that is?
Oh, I was paying attention to the comments. Dirge, no, I am not saying that at all. He would freaking, if he was 60 seconds ahead, I would have probably been 3 laps behind.
Oh, you know, I am so much better than Max Verstappen. I mean, to let you guys know, I've been kind of like trying to keep a real low profile on my racing ability. You know, I just found early on of doing this that like if people realize you were that dominant, that it actually took away from your success as far as being a personality. And you know, I enjoy doing this a little bit more than the racing itself. So I've had to create some false accounts to really shine. But yeah, I mean, truth be told, I'm you know, literally in the top 5 best sim racers on Earth.
Can you bring some of that skill to our league races then?
Well, no, because they would blow my cover. I mean, I'm only sharing this with you guys because you are the pit crew, right? You guys get to know the intimate things. You know when I'm sick. You know when I'm on vacation. No one else knows that kind of stuff. So, all right. What else? How do you keep a straight face after that? I don't know. Project Motor Racing. I'm just going to blow through this because it's Project Motor Racing. You're going to be able to hang... Now, they're going to have a legit setup at the Sim Racing Expo in Dortmund.
I'd say they actually had a lot of updates that they talked about for Project Motor Racing.
Max, you got to wait. We're almost done, buddy. Sorry, I got a dog upset with me.
No, I think they released like a bunch of information this week when they're talking about like how multiplayer is going to work and everything like that. To get people super psyched for it. I don't know if you have. Yeah, I don't know if you have all that info.
I was reading chat. I did it to you. Ah!
Oh my gosh.
What was that?
No, I was saying Project Motor Racing. They had a lot of updates this week where they were going like quite in depth with how the multiplayer and everything's gonna work.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of have. Like the last week, I'm just gonna kind of blow through
Okay.
them. They're talking about endurance hall and factory driver challenges bring longer races and real world record hunts. Online modes, things that you need to know about it, leaderboards, custom lobbies, social races like 15-minute casual events. Online modes, schedule start times, register, pick your car and livery, hit the grid. You know, things that we're accustomed to in modern multiplayer matchmaking. Championship format. Each championship lasts 4 weeks with weekly track rotation. Only your best 2 results per week count. Drop in flexibility. Race the full season or just cars, tracks you love. Divisions. Drivers are split by rating. So battles happen across grid, not just at the sharp end. Let's see here. No subscriptions, no paywalls. Actually, this week covered last week. Get ready to race and ranked online. So that's all exciting. That's good stuff. That's modern. You know, again, I talk about influences when a sim, whoever it is, does something that everybody else has to take notice of, that they then have to use that as influence, right? That is going to become the new standard, the new desire from the community. And I think we're seeing that, looking at Le Mans Ultimate, looking at Project Motor Racing, you know, and so on.
Yeah, they're going to have a big booth. I think, I've already got a time slot scheduled with them at the expo.
Yeah.
Dude.
So.
Yeah, this expo's gonna be huge, man.
With Farming Simulator, by the way.
My schedule is almost full, man.
What's up, buddy? What's up? I know. You're gonna have no time for anything there.
I know. I need you to be my bodyguard this time.
Oh, that would be great. Sorry, everyone. Got to move him along. He's got 5 minutes to be over here. All right. Ritza Studios Automobilista 2. They had a big release. Can I say that? That's what she said. More info about this release and what promises to be an exciting final quarter of 2025 for AMS2 and our upcoming September dev update. That was on the 27th. Then a new AMS update is incoming with its release of a new Lamborghini Dream Pack, bringing 4 models from the iconic Italian brand. Lamborghini Miura, Diablo, Murcielago, and Revoluto. I can never say that one with much confidence.
Revoluto.
In addition to that, more stable and reliable multiplayer physics, AI, FB, that's force feedback for the newbies, upgrades, Lamborghini Dream Pack Part 2, later on in October, temporal anti-aliasing, 2005 endurance content, and a HUD overall.
Nice.
Yeah, so let's see. That's a lot coming out of AMS.
I know. I don't know if I'll have time to cover.
Well, because but wait, there's more. And as of the 2nd, that all went live, by the way. So the Lamborghini Dream Pack Part 2 has arrived.
Oh.
Featuring the car. So, it is now out as of yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know if I have time to cover.
But wait, there's more in terms of to cover.
Wait.
Yeah. We talked a bit about the race room update. Were you here when we had I kind of did a derail moment. David Payne for the coffee fund.
It's very nice.
Take a big swig. You know, and with coffee going up in price, that helps. So, we kind of argued, well, I led the argument that I think Race Room kind of missed a moment because this was a rebranding opportunity. Like, this was such a big update and a sim that's gotten so long in the tooth that they really needed to shock the world a little bit, you know, and
right.
Like they could have called it, we joked about it, you know, someone had a perfect mix up of like Project Evo, you know, so anyway, Project Evo by Race Room,
Right.
Is what I think they should have done. Just like okay, leave race room in there so people know where it came from.
Right.
But yeah, you need a bigger title on the building now.
Yeah.
So Q3 2025 update is out now. This is one of the biggest step forward for Race Room yet. Introducing new ranked multiplayer, major graphics update, LMDH hypercars, Renault Laguna Super Touring cars. There's a full Steam log that you can check out, which we did on that last show. But yeah, this is a major update. George Ortner talking about enjoying the hyperclass and GT3 multi-class races, 60-minute races, fuel ×1, tires ×3, morning start with a time multiplier of 10. Now managing your the energy of the car, picking a tire strategy. So yeah, another one. Got to make some time to check out some of these new things. Yeah. The online racing pack, 12 cars, 27 tracks, unlimited fun. It's on sale. I can't remember the price. And we should note right now what the Steam Autumn sale is on, I believe.
Yep, it's going on right now. Yep.
I need to go buy some games, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 12 cars, 27 tracks, and I think the pack is $30.
That sounds right.
I mean, yeah, $30 for 12 cars and 27 tracks.
I
mean, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. So, Race Room, maybe worth dusting off that box.
Yep.
That's what she said. It's time. It's time to fire it up again and give it a try. Give it a try.
My mind went completely somewhere else. Never mind.
This wasn't a big deal, but I just kind of thought it was cool. I think it's something that I know a lot of people paint, and like sim photography has become a thing now. Mm-hmm. So in one of the 1.63 update to Gran Turismo 7, you had the Scapes feature of Bolivia added to it. So
nice.
Yeah, anyway, that shot looks pretty. I'd wear that on a t-shirt right there.
I would say, like, I mean, if it was like, I'm looking at it right now because I'm looking straight from YouTube. Like, I would think that's a real picture.
Yeah, they.
Or like, you know, those pictures you see in the magazine. I would think that was one of those.
In this case, the Scape looks more real than the VW van. Oh, but that's one of those made in Mexico versions of that van. That might be brand new. They might still make that model there. There you go. Yeah. Anyway, I thought they're pretty beautiful shots, and it's kind of cool. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
It does, man. Yeah.
Let's see here. SCS Software, Euro Truck. They got some update, or some previews of what's going on. I was thinking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, are they gonna like bridge the two sims together? Like, are they gonna like go through Russia till we get to the tip and get all the way through Alaska till we get to the tip, and you know, it's just a little ferry ride across to, like, you know.
I mean, you got to make, so you're gonna have to what? Because you got American Truck Simulator, which you could probably lump South Africa and Central America and South America into. You got to make, you know, Africa Simulator. Then you got to make Asia Simulator. I don't know. Would you lump Australia? Yeah.
When are they going to go?
Then you
south
can make
of the
World
border,
Simulator.
They need to go south of the border. Like, so in Euro Truck, I haven't played Euro Truck. Is there any border crossings? Like, I think it'd be awesome for them to do a Mexico expansion or a Canada expansion, and you literally get stopped at the border, and, you know, maybe the dog smells a little something, and they're like, we're gonna need you to pull over there. Yeah, they could really go some places with this. You know, hey, They added the whole car thing, right? So it's like you could literally have like border patrol people running around, pulling over suspected trucks to want to see your paper, make sure that load's filled up with what you say it is.
Right.
All right. Rally car would be good. Africa would be good for rally car expansion. There you go. Let's see here. So anyway, they have the Iceland DLC for Euro Truck Simulator 2. So the iconic route number 1. That's one video they're showing here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that music? Yeah, I gotta turn that off. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. There it is. Iceland.
Yeah.
But there's more. They had more too. Here we go. This is a look at Louisiana DLC, which is upcoming for ATS.
Oh yeah. Stop at one of those little side places, grab some alligator etouffee.
They add music to match.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Antarctica Simulator. You can only go outside 1 month of the year.
Go out, pet the penguins, and get back in the truck.
Euro Truck is in the autumn sale at Steam. So if you have the game and are looking for like expansion packs, probably a good one. Anyway, this. Oh man, let me put my disclaimer up before I even attempt this. You ready? Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Velkommen til Copenhagen.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah. Today we're taking a closer look at Denmark's capital city, which has been completely rebuilt as part of our ongoing Scandinavian refresh project for Euro Truck Simulator. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. If that's not enough.
That's not?
No, I think that
is. Is there more?
Okay. I saw someone ask or mention this. The R21 Ultra Moza base. And someone said, does it have telemetry like the SimuCube 3? Which I think October 9th is when they're making their official presentation announcement. Anyway, that is the R21 Ultra, which I believe this is at Tokyo's game show that this was cited out. I believe this is going to be... I don't know if they're putting them on rigs. Did you see any shots of this in use?
No, I haven't really seen a lot from the Tokyo show. I just saw a couple pictures on Instagram, but I didn't really see anything of people trying stuff, to be honest. I wasn't paying too much attention to it, to be honest, man.
Right. Edgar, thank you very much. Edgar is wishing the Simpit, well, to everyone running in the Petit Le Mans.
Yeah.
But I'm going to extend this as another opportunity to wish the best to Noah, Johnny, Sam, and Mike running in the Simpit colors for the Petit Le Mans. They're going to run tomorrow's morning session, I believe. I believe I saw another shot, and there was a light bar, what looked like a light bar on the top of that base, but we have very little information. It's something we know is out there, we know is coming, but they've been a little secretive about the R21 Ultra base. So, but there's a shot at of it.
I mean, because we're gonna have, release pretty soon. We got the Moza wheelbase. We're gonna have the SimuCube 3, and then we're gonna have the SimLab. All because they're both, So
all big boys.
All big boys, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty interesting in the DD world here pretty soon, man.
It is just think it's like it used to be okay, small, medium, or large. Think about boxing in the beginning. They probably only had 1 or 2 divisions, and they're like, dude, that's not fair. That dude's tiny and that dude's huge. Maybe we need a 3rd division, right? And so they kept creating. And now it's you could just drink enough water to change weight classes at this point. Overnight. You could literally jump maybe as many as 2 if you were super good at doing that, cutting weight. But we're that way in the DD world. It's it starts out literally at 3 Newton meters and then goes over 30, and it's almost in 2 Newton meter increments or steps at this point. It gets a little more divided up at the top, but barely.
Yeah.
So, pick a Newton meter. Name your Newton meter. I'll give you a wheel. All right. Speaking of different Newton meters, we talked. I did a correction. Thank you, Andres. Andres pointed out when I covered the new Logitech gear a couple weeks ago that I kind of missed the point. I got consumed with the McLaren branding and didn't even realize that they had like a new 8 Newton meter wheelbase and a inexpensive load cell pedal set that is almost like a perfect copy of like the inexpensive Fanatic pedals. Anyway, here's another couple shots of this new RS50 wheelbase. And then they have a video. This is at the Logitech Twitter page. Sim race on all platforms. Get to know the new RS50 before you get your hands on one. So I reached out to Logitech. I didn't hear from him.
No?
No,
I gotta put him on our burn list.
I think like someone in their marketing department was like, "Oh, I know those guys," and they really take issue with like too much plastic on a wheel. So let's not. I think they'll just hammer us.
Right.
We're very mean. We're very mean here at the Simpit.
Yeah.
Should not be underestimated. What we next level, talking about the ES2 seat pricing. We win. USA. We're the most expensive. We get the most amount for a $4.99.
Wait, no, look at the Australian dollar.
Oh shoot, they win. Australia wins. We suck again. We suck again. Premium carbon dipped finish.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that? I mean, you gotta expect that you're paying a little money for it, right? I think hydro dipping's a little expensive. Those graphic that they put into that, I want to call it water, but it's not just water. I mean, probably not if you're doing, 1,000 of them, and they're probably not that expensive.
Yeah.
But
no, I got no issues with it. I mean, hydro dip, like, do you really need to have like for your sim rig? Do you need to have a real carbon fiber seat in your rig?
not worth paying $1,000 for.
Right? Hydro dip is just I mean, because what some people do is like look at my rig over there. You get stickers and you put them on the back of your seat anyway. So
Yeah. No, exactly, Joe. It's a sticker. It's essentially the same thing. I mean, if it was just fiberglass, it would look like fiberglass. It looks like carbon fiber. You know what?
Yeah.
It's sort of one of those, it really doesn't matter. Like, if you're working on your forever rig, you probably have a certain look in mind that you're going for. You're probably looking, and not to take anything away from carbon fiber. Like, you don't need carbon fiber in a sim rig, because we're not doing any weight reduction. That's the whole point. Is its strength to weight ratio is the reason carbon fiber is used, right? Well, we don't really, but it's such the right racing vibe. Carbon fiber screams race car, screams exotic car, screams supercar. So it's one of those materials that you're visually wanting to see, expecting to see, or brings home that certain authenticity. So I think I give it a lot of credit for that. It's a gorgeous looking racing seat without paying. What?
Oh no, I'm referring to Andrus's comment. Not saying anything.
Well, but that's relevant, actually. Let me read that to make sure I'm getting it right. What is the chance that Ameer will repeat? Do you really need carbon fiber? But see, I agree with you 100%.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation we when it comes to a wheel. Because
I'll even leave it there for seat. If I had the means, like if I'm just a rich guy and I have works of art in my home and I have fancy silverware and sub-zero, appliances, well, who cares about $1,000 seat for my sim? I'm going to buy a carbon fiber seat because I'm just a man of abundance, right? But if I'm on a budget and I'm going for a look, I still have the appreciation. I just might not have that need or the finances to obtain that. So I think both are relevant. I mean, I'll make a great argument for faux carbon fiber. I'll make a great argument for faux leather or Alcantara as well.
I mean, go ahead. Continue your thoughts.
And not trying to take away, because I'll tell you what, if I have the money to buy a real Alcantara leather wheel, it is better than faux Alcantara. It feels like,
Yeah.
as soft as material can be. And if I have the money to replace it when it starts to show wear, because even if you wear gloves, eventually they still matte down,
Yeah.
well, then cool. I'm going to take the real deal. But you don't have to in order to get 90% of the benefits, or what you're trying to get out of it. Same thing. So, yeah, I can make a great argument for both and not trying to really even, put the other side down. That's my take.
Yeah.
Same thing with an expensive carbon fiber wheel.
Oh, no. I wasn't trying to put anybody down with, like, going plastic, hydro dip, fiberglass, carbon fiber seat. Dude, I'm all like, do whatever you want to do. Like, but if you're going to be one of those people that's going to say, well, a carbon fiber seat is too expensive. Well, to you it is. But to...
Wow,
say Max
it's very
Verstappen,
nice.
I mean, that's just... I mean, he probably has that money in his wallet, like in his pocket. Just like, here you go. That's not expensive, right?
Oh, $1,000? Hold on. Here you go.
So, I mean, because I'm trying to get away from the argument of like, this is better, this is not better. But like, in terms of quality, I will have those arguments. But like, in terms of looks, do whatever you want to do. If you don't like carbon fiber, cool, go with fiberglass. If you don't like fiberglass, cool, go with a plastic. Like, as long as it's a good quality product and you enjoy it, go enjoy it, and without putting other people down. But then, like, going back into like what Andrews is saying, like with a carbon fiber rim, I mean, that's a whole different discussion of how much better, because you tried the wheel at the Sim Gaming Expo, the VPG rim,
Right.
like when you compare how light that rim is compared to, like, let's say your GSI rim, when it comes in terms of performance, which one would you prefer?
Sure. I'll take I'll take the lighter, stronger one for sure. Not stronger,
Exactly.
but lighter, equally as strong.
Yeah, because you're going to have the feedback and inertia, all that's going to transfer a lot better with a very lightweight wheel compared to a heavy brick. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Tom, that's a super relevant. I mean, and I think that's one thing. I hope you guys understand that it's so important for us here at the Simpit. And I say it, so it's going to be an old quote of mine, but we cover from the basement to the penthouse. We are all about people who are new to sim racing, or people who are coming off of playing Forza Horizon or Gran Turismo and getting into the PC sim racing side of things. I mean, we cover the consoles, but we're so PC dominant here, and I think that it's really important to keep every perspective. I mean, I've been on every side of that coin. I've had times in my life where I was a super connoisseur and I'd be a snob and be like, oh, well, I wouldn't ride that bicycle because it's not this, or I wouldn't swing those golf clubs because it's not that, right? And at other times I'm kind of like, hey, whatever it takes to keep you out on the links, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on, you don't need to, you're focusing on the wrong thing if you're putting
Yep.
that much thought into it. You do what you gotta do. So,
Yeah.
all right. What else? Overtake had a cool article. BeamNG.drive hits new all-time peak. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
The most
What is
played racing game on Steam in 2025, in September 2025.
What?
Yep.
BeamNG.
BeamNG beats all
I
other
would have
sims.
never thought that.
Yeah, that's big.
On
Congratulations to them. So
Yeah, I would say Assetto Corsa, but okay.
yeah.
Damn.
Forza Horizon 5, then Assetto Corsa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's September. That's a 1 month. But still, that's
Right.
impressive.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they've been pushing all these updates, I mean, to BeamNG. I mean, yeah. We need to go back and try it. It's been a while.
Yeah. Christian, the G25 has to be in the Sim Racing Hall of Fame. The G25 on the hardware side of things is the crown jewel of the Sim Racing Hall of Fame, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's in the hardware side of things, I don't think any wheel had as big an impact. Because even you could argue, whether it was an OSW or a Leo Bodnar that was the first to be direct drive wheel of sim racing, right? I'm not sure which actually happened first, but we're going back to that era. They made a big impact, but it took a decade for it to become mainstream. After the G25, everybody else had to change what they're doing. So, yeah, it is the most important piece of hardware ever made for sim racing, in my opinion. I use golf clubs. No, I used to golf. Now I frisbee golf. I just changed sport. I used to make more money and I used to spend more money, and golf was fine. But then if you make less money, golf is expensive and disc golf is free or nearly free.
Right, Callum? I still have my DFGT. I'll never get rid of that rim, that wheel. That was by far the best thing Logitech ever made.
Which one?
The DFGT.
Oh, the DF. So, yeah. And that actually, that overlapped the G25 for me. So, for a while, I was by choice running a DFGT with a set of Club Sport pedals. And I was like, I think this is the secret best combo in sim racing.
I was doing that too. I had my DFGT with the Fanatec V3s.
Yeah. Frisbee golf is a sport for 420 golf players. Is that how many they let playing around? I didn't know that.
Oh, he doesn't mean the number. He means something else.
Oh. Oh, no way. Edgar Sancinelli. This is like, memory lane here.
Right.
He has a DFGT with a Sim Raceway wheel mounted on it.
Oh, wow.
The Sim Raceway wheel. God, do you guys remember?
I remember that wheel.
Jonathan Haswell, Sim Raceway. What is the word? What is the word for Sim Raceway and the amount of money and enthusiasm and that they came into this industry, bought up everything, including our show, and then just poof.
Yeah.
So great ideas, but way ahead of its time. Like, if they had come into today's sim racing market with a adapted plan for where we are today, it might have worked better because you have so many more competitive sim racers than you did then. Their whole thing was sort of like gambling. Like, there was this whole economical gambling inside the system, wasn't there? Like points that paid, and you could make money and win prizes, and but it was like across the whole board, so it wasn't going to be a sim pro elitist as much as what we've gotten. The Steel Series wheel, and then there weren't, and then weren't. Yeah, they were. Well, they bought Russell Racing School, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they turned it into Sim Raceway School.
Yep.
That's right when they remodeled the track and tore down the barn. So the barn, which I think is still in iRacing. I thought I was turning laps at Sears Point the other day, and the barn, and it's like, wait, I thought they removed that building. I could be old manning this. Yesterday during the rally, I had like a handful of people come in who were like unaware that they could join our rally, which is awesome because we still have great attendance in the Simpit Rally League, despite me sucking so bad. I am not one of the people you are going to compete against unless you're at the bottom of the list.
That's why they join, because they know they're going to be able to beat you.
Well, that's cool. Then the more the merrier. But yeah, we are the Simpit Rally on RaceNet through EAWRC. We just began, what are we, the 5th rally of the season? Rally Kenya?
Yep, 5th round 5. Or this is going to be, the next one's going to be round 6.
Okay. So anyway, I just want to give a shout out to Callum for putting our season together each year or season. It's never fun being a league admin and having to pick the stages, pick the tracks, pick the cars, and then inevitably do it, and then somebody's like, oh, well, why that car? And somebody else is like, oh, well, why that stage? there's no way to do a admin job without somebody contradicting something you've chosen or done. So it's sort of a thankless job sometimes. I'm giving you a big shout out and thank you. Great season. So yeah, we just finished up Rally Estonia, and I want to apologize to Estonia because yesterday I think I said some not so nice things and blamed my poor driving on Estonia's inability to create a surface or proper signage, and I don't even know what came out of my mouth yesterday, but I know it was not Estonia friendly. So this is my sincere apology. I was a little out of my mind. I was a little out of sorts. That's not an excuse, and that's why I am apologizing, and I will try to represent better in the future. Is that good? Is that adequate? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's say I spent 2 days trying to troubleshoot WRC, and Callum even suffered with me for half a day. Like, I've tried. It just won't work on my PC. And then, yeah, EA still hasn't even responded back to my ticket, those bastards.
And I turn it on and it just magically works.
I actually tried it, like, was it this weekend? It still didn't work.
It's magically delicious.
I know.
All right. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, Estonia?
Do you understand? Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Rally Estonia. You know who didn't hate Estonia?
Who?
Jeff SMKU with the top time at 27 minutes 55 seconds. A lot of updates to our thing. So we only had like 13 yesterday when I finished. So 24 hours go by. We have 5 more. Quadzilla finishing in second. He's 10 seconds back. Caractacus in third, 40 seconds back of Jeff. Rounding out our top 5 are Alesh Mom and PC Deadman. And looking 6 through 10, we're looking at iNowak, Gas Campbell, Marius, Max Power, and Heiko HS Whipperman. And through the rest of the grid, just to give everybody their moment in the sun, Enten Shadle, Dirge, Vintage Dude 68, Sporkomic. I'm in 15th place. Beating out Tim. Beating out David S. And beating out May Racer. David S. Uh-oh.
What is going on with David S? Oh, he posted in the forums what happened to him.
Rough.
I feel bad for him. Yeah.
All right. And looking at our points for the season, Jeff SMKU is leading the way with 95. Hawk Solo in second with 86. And Caractacus in third with 52. The Simpit Road Racing Series kicked things off last Sunday. My mom was still in town. It was the last day that I could really hang out with her and my brother together. One of only 2 days we actually got to, as the 3 of us, hang out. So I didn't get to make the race, unfortunately. But we do get dropped, so I'm okay. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez was the track.
Yep.
And Kenneth Nickel wins the race.
Yep.
So he wins the opening race. Started in second and finished in first. Joa Antonio went from third to second. And Amir Saad jumped up from fifth to third. So great results by those 3.
But I do got to say, though, I feel bad for Joa because he was started in fourth, I think. He was in third. Botched his start that dropped him like down to like 7th or 8th. Freaking drove through the whole entire field to come back out into first place, and then within a couple corners to go, he freaking ran out of fuel, and Ken ended up passing him in the end to take the win.
Oh man.
Yeah, Joe deserved that win because he was faster than everybody else.
But that was fun. I bet it was a fun day.
Yeah. He caught me so quick. I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother to fight him. I'm just gonna let him through. Nope, not a fight. I'm on.
And looking through the rest of the grid, it was Oldest Pudiclus, Andrus Slissons, James Dally, Joseph Spacek, Brandon Carl, Wouter Van Morik, Sam Hitchie, and Jason Potter. And I will definitely be there this Sunday. Looking forward to it. Beyond that, just one more time, I want to give a shout out and a big thank you and a big good luck to the Simpit Endurance team of Noah Hinton, Johnny Alford, Sam Hitchie, and Mike Pepper. They'll all be running in the race. I don't think anyone's streaming But Sam, let me know if anyone does turn on a camera at any point. They will put a link in the Discord. But officially, I don't think we have any streaming going on. But I've been getting the itch to do an endurance race again. I just got to figure out logistically how I'm going to do it with with so many factors. But yeah, I don't know how long a stint I can do or want to do. I don't know how I can control my sleep as well as I used to.
Well, we gotta see.
I'm old man now, which means like I sleep.
Oh my god.
Weird hours. Shaun. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god. I mean, a big pot of coffee will fix all of that right up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So is it? Because right now we're going through Petit Le Mans. I think really there's not really much left for endurance races.
Oh well, we can throw that out the window then. That's okay.
Yeah, there's. I mean, we gotta start prepping for Daytona. That's the race I'm getting ready. I'm ready for. I'm not a big fan of Petit Le Mans. I don't have time to do Petit Le Mans this time anyway.
Right.
But I love the racing with the endurance guys. I just don't have the time.
I don't think this would have been the track for me to make a comeback at.
Yeah,
I just have a real hard. Yeah, I have a hard time with that, like that left right at the top of the first hill.
Right.
I just
or we could do the endurance races in LMU.
Ooh, that's a good
idea. They're not very long endurance races. I think they're only like 6-hour races or something like that.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to Sam about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got work to do. I'm working on this. I posted on our social medias yesterday. Ameer's rousted me about that. I'm going to try to get better about keeping you guys up to date about what's going on. And, sometimes it might even be a second picture of the same thing, or maybe it's just a close-up of the way the pedals mount. But I'm working on that review. I'm also working on an interview that I did with Trevor Neal of the 11010 Foundation. And you probably saw a picture of him. We did our Gaming Expo piece. But really cool guy doing a really cool charitable organization, reaching out mainly to underprivileged kids, giving them opportunities through sim racing to learn about STEM programs, about engineering, about racing, and in a few cases now, because they're kind of new at this, they have some good success stories as well. So I got to talk to him about all that. I'm working on that interview as well, and then a few other products there that we'll show some pictures later today of what I can, some things I can't show. But yeah, lots of updates, lots of videos, lots of work going on behind the scenes. And then Sunday we'll be live for the road racing series. I got to do some prep work. I had to rebuild OBS and all my projects. Now I got to rebuild our racing stream for you and me racing. So lots going on.
Yeah.
And how about you? What you got going on?
I mean, just to catch people up. Yeah, so I'm working on the Cubic Pivot. I got to get that out before the Sim Racing Expo. So I'll be out there for the Sim Expo all 3 days, trying to get everything planned out for that. Also work on some other videos. We got some other interviews with people lined up too. Those should be coming out towards the end of the month too. Some projects, I guess, I don't know if you mentioned it, Shaun, but we've got a couple products that Shaun and I are going to do a dual review on.
We've been planning this for quite some time.
Yeah. So we reached out to some people, and some people decided, yeah, we'll send you the same product to each one of you so you guys can do a review. So we're going to try to test it out, see how that works. Have fun with it. That's our goal. That's our big goal with it.
Give a little bit of a yin and yang approach to a review,
I'm the Clarkson and Shaun's my Hammond.
Or some would say Captain Slow. I don't know.
I don't know. And then other than that, we're working on some sponsorships too. We got some things in the pipeline that we're working on. One to help the channel out, and then second to help you guys out too. So stay tuned for all that stuff. We'll probably have some announcements in a couple weeks or so. So yeah, stay tuned.
Lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, get out there, have a great weekend. Get out there, do some sim racing. Join the Simpit Rally League. Join the Simpit Road Racing Series. Come race with us. Post your pictures of your rig in our Discord section so I can make your rig famous on the show. And get out there and do some sim racing. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole. That's Ameer Assad. And we will see you on the track.
Yeah, later, guys.